Hi, my name is Ashlyn, and I'm on a journey to own a mortgage-free home in the next 5 years. Minimalism is a lifestyle that focuses on simplicity and eliminating physical, mental, or emotional clutter. Financial minimalism is an extension of that. It involves spending less on material things and investing your money, time, and energy into things and experiences that bring you fulfillment and peace. Take a minute to think about that. Do your finances feel peaceful right now? Or at least headed in that direction? If not, I hope this video helps you find ways to simplify and bring more peace into your finances. The first thing that I did to become more financially minimal was to mitigate the things that don't bring peace into my finances. Debt, risky investments when you really can't tolerate the risk, overspending, not budgeting, etc. For me, cars don't bring peace to my financial life, but they are a necessary evil. We purchased the best cars that we could afford on our budget. Where we're at a point in our lives where we're only buying things with cash that we have, that's not a whole lot of money. But owning the car gives me more peace than owing on the car would. If something breaks, I know I'm never going to be upside down in either of our cars. Just last week, our tire got a screw in it, and upon further inspection, we found that we needed to replace all 4 tires. In the past, this would have caused me a lot of stress and panic, but we've put in the effort over the past few years to create an emergency fund for situations like this. So rather than this being a very stressful, panicked week of trying to figure out how we were going to afford this, we could take the money out of our emergency fund and instead plan on how we're going to pay ourselves back. Which brings me to my next point. Grow the things in your financial life that do bring you peace. This could be your emergency fund, your income, maybe streams of income, the margin in your budget each month, sticking to your budget, having the willpower to tell yourself no. The list can go on. Focusing on these simplicity and peace promoting things makes it much easier to not dwell on the more negative parts of personal finance. I like to think of it kind of like a diet. If you are restricting yourself, saying no sugar, no bread, no all the things that you enjoy, it's going to be hard because you're always thinking about those things. But if instead you choose, I'm going to eat way more vegetables and I'm going to include more protein in my diet, then focusing on those positive things that you want to include more of in your life leaves less room and time for focusing on the things that you want less of. This is probably the most cliche thing to find in a finance video, but budgeting. I used to do a monthly finance recap. This entailed me opening up my banking app, looking through all the things that I had spent, regretting some of those things that I'd spent money on, and then vowing to do better the next month without ever deciding how I was going to do that. And I called it budgeting. This method got me nowhere because I wasn't telling my money where to go. I was just asking where it went at the end of the month. When I sat down and really learned how to budget and how to make that work with my lifestyle, my mindset and finances changed for the better. Really, I think the idea of financial minimalism can be summed up as spending less than you make. I don't want to be stuck for the rest of my life on the hamster wheel of working to afford things that I buy. For me, I don't want to buy a home that is at the very top range of my budget or maybe even beyond it and have to work 40 to 80 hours a week to then afford that home, which would make me resent that work that I'm doing. I want the freedom to own my life rather than spending it owing someone else. That's the why that pushes me towards this goal of owning my home as soon as I possibly can. There is freedom and peace in having the ability to provide for yourself without having to rely on a bank, job, debt, or any other outside source. That's not to say that you can't spend any money ever on anything that you ever want, but financial minimalism just means that we're being intentional about the things that we spend our money on so that we don't have to be stuck on that hamster wheel forever. If you liked this video, then I think you'll like this video that I have linked on the screen. And I will see you again next Sunday for another video. Bye!